Hello, and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you will hear from college and university representatives about what they look for in college applicants.
You'll see what the esports club did on a recent field trip.
And you'll get a recap on the boys basketball team's postseason.
All of that and more coming up next.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Luke Relu.
And I'm Joe Hacker. College can be a new and exciting time for those who choose to go.
But choosing which college to attend can be tricky. Studio 415 reporter KAMERON tells us how the recent college fair makes your decision a little easier.
I had the chance to see what the Carroll High School College Fair had to offer and how it's helping juniors gain insight with such a big decision on the horizon. The College Fair is a gathering of many different colleges and universities here at Carroll High School. The main goal is to inform those who plan to go to college or those who are not quite sure whether they should or not. Many question whether going is worth the time.
If you're like an engineer or something, or you want to work in like a job that you don't necessarily need a degree, then why would you spend the money?
Students who are choosing to attend a four-year university are taking steps now to prepare them for the next step, whether that be simple things like paying more attention in class or signing up for dual credit courses.
Paying attention in high school is the biggest step, and focusing on your grades in high school is the first step, and then also looking at suitable schools.
There are many worries when it comes to picking a university to attend, whether that be the environment or how popular the college is in a certain field. Students like Seth LEHMAN are looking for a good, clean environment and a good department for his major.
I look for like a healthy campus that you're able to go to that's like it's got a lot of good people on it,
Many high school students also aren't aware of the certain qualifications they need to get into college. Many take the SAT and ACT blindly, not knowing which one is most important. Certain schools like Indiana University and Purdue may take both.
We take both. It doesn't matter which one you want to do. Some people do both, and that's great too.
Taking the SAT and ACT may be a little intimidating, but most colleges recommend that you take both of them as a junior in either October, November, and December. If you are worried, there's always classes that help to prepare you for the SAT and ACT.
With the college fair now over, I hope everybody is ready for the future. For Studio 415, I'm KAMERON.
Some families ponder making a life-changing decision that not only affects them, but a family across the world as well.
In my story, I sat down with one family right here at Carroll that is making that decision.
Jon Degitz is an AP Lang, speech, and composition teacher here at Carroll, and is already a middle school basketball coach in the winter, and a full-time dad of 3. With already a tremendous amount of responsibility on his plate, Degitz and his wife really decided to go for something that they believe in, and that something would be adoption.
I think that when it comes to something that you believe in and that you know is right, moral, and just, I think you should just do it. I think sometimes we get stuck by thinking about like all the reasons or why we maybe shouldn't do something or couldn't do something, and so we just believe in this thing, and so we're just going to go do it.
With adoption being a lengthy and tedious process at times, Degitz's faith has never wavered in waiting out to eventually get his beautiful child.
I mean, it has been stressful. I mean, it's more time and energy and resources and money, and I mean, it's more. And we've got some pretty full plates now. I mean, my wife works. I'm a teacher and a coach, and we have 3 kids of our own, so we've got a lot going on.
Degitz and his wife have been in the process for a year now and have been going through the adoption organization allofgodschildren.org, which has connections to help over 8 million orphans around the world someday find a home. Degitz and his wife have been interested in a young Haitian boy ranging from 2 to 6 years old. Adoption prices can be hard to swallow. However, Degitz and his family are determined to not let this price be an obstacle.
The price is anywhere from, and it's a range from $30,000 to $50,000 for an adoption from Haiti, and every country is different. But I can say this, we've had so many family and friends come alongside of us, and we're really thankful and really blessed to have them with us on the journey.
Degitz and his wife hope to complete this process by 2022 and bring their little boy home. For Studio 415, I'm Luke Relu. Today, esports is the fastest growing sport and business in the world and just keeps getting bigger.
Carroll High School recently joined the trend and started its very own esports club. Studio 415 reporter SHELBY ALTMAN is here with more on the story.
I joined the Carroll Esports Club on a recent field trip to see what the club is up to now, and what their goals are for the future.
Students at Carroll High School wanted a way to play video games competitively. Club supervisor Jeb Campbell and Dustin Walls saw the opportunity to create Carroll's own club. With over 100 paid members, esports gives students a way to play against each other, and it's easy to get into. Any skill level is welcome to come and play and join the club.
Mainly for those that are wanting to play games but not necessarily on a competition level.
With restrictions on what games can be played at school, most competitions take place at home and posting results to the club's Canvas page. The club is always evolving and the students decide what games are played.
Those that we can play, we ask the students which ones they want to compete against each other in, just recreation. Not everybody has to compete against them. Like I think there's right now a Fortnite competition where they're playing Fortnite, seeing who's the best on it, and they're posting scores.
Esports Club took a trip to Indiana Tech to visit their campus and what they offer for esports. At the moment, Indiana Tech has 120 athletes on the esports team. Jeff Walls believes that esports is the largest growing sport and is a good thing to invest in.
No doubt in my mind that it's probably the fastest growing sport, not just in the nation, but in the world. So when an NBA team, when an NFL team, when they have their own e-sport team and they hire individuals to do that, and when this is at the professional level and people are making a significant amount of money, this is far greater than just somebody sitting there with a console and playing a quote-unquote old school kind of video game.
The members of the club not only took a campus tour, but were also able to get some time in front of the computers. They got a chance to play against each other in an Overwatch tournament while being live streamed for the internet to see. Esports at Indiana Tech is not a club like how it is at Carroll High School, but it's a sport that students are able to earn scholarships. With having this sport over the internet, it's easier for Indiana Tech to compete since it doesn't have to be played in person. Indiana Tech plans to have a citywide tournament for high schoolers to compete against each other. They hope to continue to expand esports at the high school level and expose more students to the growing sport and life opportunities that come with it. Carroll's Esports Club is planning to return to Indiana Tech on November 1st of next school year. If interested in joining, please contact Jeb Campbell or come to the activity period with your $10 fees. For Studio 415, I'm Shelby Altman.
Carroll's Interact Club is holding their annual 3-on-3 basketball tournament to raise funds to support Water for Life.
This event is co-ed and will be held in the CHS Fieldhouse on March 22nd. You can have up to 5 players per team, and there's a $5 sign-up fee.
Sign-up sheets are available outside of Mrs. Kelly and Mrs. Weimer's room. A parental waiver will need to be signed and turned in as well.
The boys basketball team brought home the SAC championship for the 2nd consecutive season this year.
Soon after, they turned their attention to advancing in the state tournament.
Unfortunately, things didn't go according to plan. In my report, I take a look back at their season. The boys basketball season has come and gone, with the team posting a conference record of 7-2 with a total of 15 wins and 8 losses. In conference play, the Chargers were able to recover from an early loss against Concordia to win their next 7 conference games in a row, the biggest of which being a road win against Northrop in the second to last game of the conference season. The win against the Bruins allowed the Chargers to control their championship fate. If they could beat the Homestead Spartans the next week, they would be the lone SAC champion. However, that scenario wasn't meant to be, and the Chargers fell to the Spartans in a game that went down to the final buzzer. Despite the loss, the Chargers still earned a share of the SAC championship alongside Homestead and Northrop.
For a group of guys who we had a relatively, again, a new team coming back. So I think that's a huge accomplishment, and that's something that they're going to be able to say they did the rest of their life.
After finishing out the regular season with 2 wins, the Chargers turned their attention to bigger goals, such as winning sectionals and advancing in the state tournament. Sadly, the team fell short of their goal, falling behind early in a rematch against Northrop, which allowed the Bruins to run down the clock for a 4-minute period at the end of the first quarter and into the start of the second. However, head coach Marty Beasley won't let that loss define the team's season.
Well, we did not play the way that we have played leading up to that point, and disappointing. However, one game cannot define your season. One game can't be, the last impression you have. You got to think about the whole year, what they have accomplished, what they did together, and so forth. So I'm very proud of them.
While the Chargers will miss guys like Dan Keeman and David Edja, they'll have plenty of returning talent in Ray Vollmer, Richie Gross, Sam Stryker, and Ryan Preston. For Studio 415, I'm Joe Hacker.
The Carroll Theater Department will be raising their curtain on their next play this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
The comical production of Mama Won't Fly will begin at 7 p.m. and tickets cost $5 at the door. The production will take place in Carroll's small auditorium.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
We at Studio 415 would love to hear your story ideas, so please, let us know what they are.
If you would like an event covered, please tell us in advance.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.
Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Another very dull moment. Students today create our future. Come and join the fun. Studio